Hello everybody, welcome to today's webinar, which is called All the Most Interesting and Up-to-Date in the World of SkyWorld Community. So I'm glad to see you all here today. Let's start. So first, let me tell that this webinar is based on board members of SkyWorld Community Board members Alexei Sukhadoyev webinars. It's based on his webinars in Russian. So, and let me introduce myself. My name is Leonid Rakhmanov, and I'm a business assistant of Alexei Sukhadoyev, an investor in this project since 2017. And I have partners from 9 countries, from Philippines, Korea, Uzbekistan, Malaysia, South Africa, Pakistan, and Guyana, Ethiopia, and even more. So, and also I'm a certified trainer of SkyWorld Community's Major League, and I'm a mnemonics trainer. I help people to develop their memory and entered world ranking top 120 of memorizing. And also I speak 5 languages, and English language is not my native language, so pardon me if I make mistakes. So this was information about me, and let's now look what we are going to speak about today. We will speak about the transformation of the community of SWC and what are the news updates being in the company, and also we'll share with you some news, impressions, and video and photos from Ecotechnopark and production, because we recently visited it together with other partners in Belarus. And also we will speak about new delegations and to the center, and about progress of construction and new developments and improvements. So first, let's look, as usual, every webinar I just speak what's the difference between SkyWorld Community and Yunitsky String Technologies, because there are some partners who do not see the difference. So Yunitsky String Technologies is a technological company. It is international engineering company engaged in the design, construction, and certification of high-speed urban and freight transport systems. So it is related to transport, so and its creation. And SkyWorld Community, it is the largest international venture capital platform that attracts investments in Yunitsky String Technologies. So here shares are formalized through a convertible loan scheme. So that SkyWorld Community is a big community, and it is also a large flexible company that finances primarily Yunitsky String Technologies, but also has its own development roadmap. So that's why first let's look at news which are in SkyWorld Community being now. So first, the thing that is being changed is transformation of the community itself. So last webinar we spoke in details about it, so that people now need community and be together, and that's why now we are creating such a community where everybody can he has its role and show their talents and um, abilities, and also grow personally and find strong environment and receive the national necessary financial motivation. So all at once. So here are now being developed events as online and offline. For example, recently we came back from Belarus, from Marina Gorka, where educational platforms opening was announced, that it is started finally, and now it's being translated and adapted to other mentality groups. For example, not just translation, but also adaptation to other cultures and other nationalities. So, and now partners also who won the first stage of SkyWorld Communities challenge, it's being held now. They gold winners are in Istanbul, in Turkey, the most active partners are there and at the event. And also in September there will be a huge event in Kyrgyzstan, in Issyk-Kul, near nature and together. So lots of trainings, and then in other countries too. So it's being developed now and updated, and new kinds of events will be held um, in the near future. And also development of social networks. Probably you have noticed how it's changed, and some kind in another way it started. So in more communicational way, so to interact with participants, with those who are subscribed to social networks. And then new roles are being opened. So we will speak a little bit later in more details about it. So, and now I will not stop at this point. So we also spoke about educational and training platform of SkyWorld community. Lots of specialists were involved. Last webinar we spoke in details about it, and this platform in not just courses, but it is really prepared step by step to help the partner to develop from the start to the high statuses. So that's are the news about transformation of community of SWC. And also things are being changed in organizational structure of SkyWorld community. It means in employees structure. So we have new departments open. So what are the departments? Department of marketing, we are now have it, and it's has an international specialist, and now marketing of SkyWorld community is really started developing. Then we have department of PR, so public relationship, which means that now this way which the company is possessing and showing itself to the public will be also in a more, how to say, in a better way. For example, probably you know there are lots of haters and lots of negative in internet, which was created by haters and people who do not like this project and competitors. So now it's also noticed by PR department, and now such videos and such negative things from internet will be deleted, because from the legal and jurisdictional way now it is being checked for the reality, because you know we are the real project, and it is developed in already in 2 countries, so the stream transport itself. And we as a SkyWorld community have partners from all over the world, from almost 200 countries. So that's why such thing as public relationship in a true way is necessary, and that's why it's being developed too. And also department of sales is open now, and probably some of partners who are watching now or in the recording are managers of icebreaker system. And recently Alexei Sukhadoev, as a creator of icebreaker system, has announced that we opened this department, and these partners who do not work efficiently in icebreaker system, such accounts will be given to sales department. And this sales department also now is working to more attract investors and partners to the company. And if you also want to become part of it, to become a sales manager in SkyWorld community and have good opportunities of development, of financial motivation, so you can fill this form. I will send it in the chat now. Just a second. So here it is. So you can fill this form if you want to become a sales manager in the sales department. And so because we have such a vacancy in the company now, so and lots of other directions are being developed. For example, the department of with working with local projects to do it in a true way without any mistakes. I will not speak in details about this one because soon there will be some news and you will see these announcements in your personal office and email. So and also if you have such partners who want to develop it in local projects, so they can connect to such a department to do this. So and so I also, as I promised, I wanted to share with you some photos and impressions from visiting Ecotechno Park and production. So here it is now. So here are some photos. But anyway, just let me check. Is it working in YouTube too? So great, it is working. So let's continue. And here you see some pictures near string rails with flags. And we tried this transport ourselves, sat inside, and I saw the cargo transport to and passengers, different modules, for example, Unibus and uh, Unimobile, yeah. And here is Unitruck. So, and also we visited the museum of Yunitsky string technologies, and there in the ceiling the names of first investors are written, and you can see it there, and also other very interesting things. So also we saw new structures which are being built now. For example, this light structure for Unilight, and it's being created in Eco Park Aquarelle. So to go from the one side to another, and here you can see that here at the background there are houses, eco houses, and people are living there. So they can sit on the station here and go to the fishing site and picnic site, and other activities are also placed there because there are, how to say, it's difficult to go there on foot lots of time, but here uh, together two at once, to go fast from this place to another and to show another module, so Unilight in action, so how it works. So we saw it, and here you can see anchors of this new track structure. So it's situated there. So, and only strings now left to put and to start. Also, we visited the production of Yunitsky string technologies, where the string technology is created. And there, so here in this photo you can see me too, just behind the director, so in cap. It is me. We visited the production, and lots of interesting things we found there, for example, and that we found that for probably you have heard that there is Akuma machines which create parts for string transport, that we thought that it is only two in this production, but in reality there are five of them there. And besides of this, it was interesting that first three D modules are created from wood with another machine, and then like prototypes, and then created like as it is needed. And that's why it is more efficient to do this in such a way, and much cheaper, and anyway it is more efficient. So this also was new for me, for myself. And also the question about batteries, I was thinking about it. So batteries power is used in string vehicle, and it is more sufficient, and it is enough for up to 5 times more than electric cars. So the same batteries, if even use it like in electric car, it can go the string transport five more longer distance. So, and we also asked question about how to say, disposal of these batteries, of utilizing it, so recycling. So because I had such a question, and they answered that Volkswagen now have such opportunities to recycle such batteries in a eco-friendly way. So now it is not a problem. That's why I was happy to hear this, that we are really 100% ecological, that we support 100% ecological project. Yeah. And the new model, which is called Unilight, here also you can see the picture. It's also such a colorful. Unfortunately, in the picture there is no, but I guess you will see in future in news it will be shown. In this Unilight, there is a special floor which is self-cleaning, because there will be like fishermen in muddy boots, so to clean it for other people who enter. So it has the special technology to clean the floor. So besides, we also saw the here is also my photo near production building. Also, we saw the new module of urban unibus for 25 people, and it was designed for testing in the Middle East, in Sharjah, and it has different designs. So here in picture you can see, just a second, yeah, you see, it has different design which differs between other modules. For I recently printed the thing, so you see there is another kind of design, but here some kind looks different. Why? Because there it's made for enjoy sceneries from every side. So from not only from this side, from right and left, but from the all side, you see. And so much more interesting was the structure inside. I mean, at the top it was open and they showed us, but it is like confidential information, so it's not shown in the picture. So it really has very like complete structure inside and technology. I was amazed by the by this. Yeah. So, and also we saw the upgraded version of transport module for disabled people. Two modules were shown there, as for people, as for using electricity, and as for using which runs on electricity and which runs on fuel. So for different types of demands of the customer. So, and lots of other interesting things we saw on production. And I really was amazed that it's like so big. I mean, this plant. And so also I wanted to tell you that you can watch the news and about technology on webinars which are being held in different languages, in English, in Hindi, in Uzbek, in Turkey, and in Georgian, and others. So in YouTube channel, which is called SkyWay Community Webinars, you can see the recordings of such webinars, and you are now on the one of them. So you are welcome. So here we also speak about news, and as this webinar is called, about all the most interesting in the world of SkyWay community and up to date. So now the next part. So also there was news that just after our event in Belarus, in Marina Gorka, board members of SkyWay community, together with new members, because there are new members in SkyWay community now, they met with the general director of String Technologies, Nadezhda Kosareva, and they spoke about cooperational development of both companies, of Yunitsky String Technologies and of SkyWay community. So how to do it in a better way, and how to develop and cooperate for the better results and more efficient. So and also we're going to speak about the new delegations to the site, to Sharjah and Belarus. For example, recently there was a delegation from Egypt. Businessmen people visited it. So also businessmen from Ghana visited the center of string technology there. So these guests run Ghanaian infrastructure services company, Eve Asa, and so they visited the site, and so here you can see some pictures. And also, talented youth from the United Arab Emirates visited it and really appreciated. So they are the members of the Rubu Karn Foundation. More than 30 people visited it, and we can be sure that such talented youth, which really sees it with their own eyes, they can also be like employees of this project in the future and help to develop it, and anyway to cooperate with it for a better future for the planet and next generation. So that's why it's great that they are interested in such a technology. So, and also not only youth from United Arab Emirates visited the center, but also from India too. Young specialists visited it from Pandit Energy University, Dendayala from India, and this delegation included students who specialize in petroleum engineering, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, and electrical engineering. Because, as you know, the transport modules can use any kind of energy source as fuel and as electricity and alternative sources like sun or wind. So, and also together with them came the Dr. Praveen Kodjar. He is assistant professor of chemical engineering and founder of the Center for Biofuels and Bioenergy Research. So, as well, it also can be used in string technology, such kind of fuel, I mean. So, here are some more photos. And also, in last webinar, if you remember, we spoke about Rwanda. So why such delegation visit and why it is beneficial for the project? Because after such visits, the history continues. So this this develop in their countries. For example, Rwanda, they had a delegation to the site, to Sharjah, and now the string transport was proposed their route options for Rwanda in the forum. So even you can see projects in open sources in internet. So it was shown. So 20 kilometers long track is planned and was offered to Rwanda. And here you also can see Unilight module. So it is also offered as for this local project, possible local project potential. And here we also spoke about Lesotho that now, so Alex Zareski, for example, from Yunitsky String Technologies came to the site, to Lesotho, and there they are now discussing to implement this technology there. So you see, there was a delegation from Lesotho to Sharjah, and now it's discussed to build it there. So like a potential project. So that's why it is every time when you see news that new delegations came to the site, probably you can congratulate the company because new possible local projects can start after this. For example, here, just recently, the representative of the Ministry of Tourism of India came to the site. So here we have some participants from India too, as I can understand from the language which you write in YouTube. So you can write in the chat plus if you are from India, for example. So he also came together, accompanied by managing partner of the international construction company, Ecolite Building Contracting. So, and that why it also we can make like understand that it's also they are interested to construct it there. So why they came from construction company, yeah, and from Ministry of Tourism. So here you can see that it was discussed, and they set inside the Uniflash also. And besides, now lots of potential projects are also being discussed. For example, in Sharjah city itself, not only just in innovational center of Sharjah, but also representatives of the string technology of string transport project in United Arab Emirates met with engineers from the Sharjah Urban Planning and Surveying Authority, and now they are discussing to implement this technology. They were thinking about problem of transport, of public transport, and were thinking to start the tram, but now they're thinking to start the string technology inside instead of this. Yeah. So also in Abu Dhabi, general designer Anatoli Eduardovich Yunitsky himself held a meeting with representative of the government of Abu Dhabi. If you remember, there was an exhibition in this city, and you see, exhibitions are also make new developments. For example, probably you also have heard about some news that in Saudi Arabia it's also being planned to create a linear city which is called the Mirror Line, and the representative of this project were also in Abu Dhabi's exhibition, and so probably it is possible that they are now discussing that to use the string technology in this linear city to connect it. And it is a really huge project because more than $1 trillion are planned to spend on this city. You can just search in internet the Mirror Line, and you will see the details of this planned project in Saudi Arabia. So let's go back to our presentation. So here you see that in Abu Dhabi it's being discussed options for introducing this technology in the city in Abu Dhabi, so with the government. And so we just spoke about some news about delegations and new potential projects. And here is a quotation which I saw just today, just about 1 or 2 hours before our webinar started. And I liked it and entered it in the presentation. So here you see, the world needs dreamers and the world needs doers. But above all, the world needs dreamers who do. And Anatoli Eduardovich Yunitsky, the founder of Yunitsky String Technologies and general engineer and designer of the string technology, is a person who also dreamers and who do. And here, for example, we see the proof that it is really now being created in reality and being developed. For example, in Sharjah, now it is strings are being put on the force structure. So here you see that they put cables, and there is a special technology to even how to say to to do this. So the special technology to do it in a special way and more efficient way. So installation of this anchor nodes was completed and all cables were unwound. So unwounding technology I meant. So and the next stage specialists will take care of their tension. And tension we can also start that almost started here. Just slides. So here you see some pictures of construction, and here you can see the installation of steel beams by iron employees maker steel industries on the intermediate legs of test track number 4 at the Yunitsky String Technologies Test Center. So you see it's being developed and just a few steps left. And some people can say that why it is so long or not so fast, because this is not just some kind of simple technologies. It is a kind of technology of transport. So it should be safe for people. So to do it in a safe way, it should be checked every step, every small detail. That's why it is being like created in a such a way, but it is not long. If you compare, just for example, let's say automobile industry, to create new model of automobile in general, it takes several years, 2 or 3 years, just to create new model of car which already exists. You do not change anything inside it, for example, engines or mechanisms, just new design, and to do this 2 or 3 years are needed. But here, in such a short period of time, so much of construction already was done. So what do you think? How it is really long or rather fast? So you can write in the chat. And by the way, you can write, what do you feel now? Are you happy to support such a project and to be in SkyWorld community? So please write in the chat here in Mirapolis or in YouTube. So dear participants, Mr. Dennis De Cooper, Mr. Jafet, Mr. Robin Kran, Mr. Tony. Probably you do not see the chat in the Mirapolis. If you use mobile version, it is above, so you can find it, and there is a chat. You can write there. Okay, so let's continue. I do not see your answers. Maybe you are typing. But anyway, let's continue speaking about this. So, and this installation of string rails is now being completed on this track. And the electrification of the track is scheduled to be finished this autumn. And by the end of autumn, the new models, so if you have seen previous slides, urban unibus for 25 people is planned to start going on this string way at the end of autumn, and as well as cargo module. So just in a short period of time, just now you see that construction is being developed there. So okay, Jafet, I feel good to invest here. Great, thank you for your feedback. I see your answer in the chat. So, and I'm glad to hear this. Thank you for your answer. So, oh, and here in YouTube, I also see Mr. Pawan Narang, that he is typing nice, great. Thank you for your feedback too. So, and lots of developments and updates are being developed in string technology itself. For example, project specialists tested a new fixing technology. So why? What is this fixing technology? So this technology was created and was suggested by general designer Anatoli Yunitsky. He suggested fixing the cable ends with a special clamp, and this method will reduce the steel intensity of the anchoring nodes and reduce costs and simplify the installation of the structure. You see, lots of things are being created now too, to do it even more faster, even more efficient, even cheaper. So to do this, so such technology has never before been used in passenger transportation like this was, which was proposed by Anatoly Yunitsky. So another development is microclimate system, and it is equipped with it, the string technology transport, and this microclimate system provides a comfortable temperature inside the cabin in hot and cold weather. So wherever you are in a hot place, for example in Africa, or in a cold place somewhere in the north, for example, wherever you are, you will be at a good temperature inside the string transport when it will be created. So So here again the picture of developing microclimate system and some recent news too. So the automatic string transport control system, which is being tested in Sharjah today, is designed to control the entire transport complex, not just a single vehicle, because tens, hundreds, and thousands of vehicles will be fully fledged urban tracks at the same time in the future. So you see what potential has the string technology and Yunitsky String Technologies company have and the project. So to implement it all over the world. So for example, me personally, I'm happy to be in SkyWorld community and to support such a technology. And some of you has also written here that you are also happy and feel good, and it is nice. So I'm glad to hear this. So let's develop together. Let's meet as online as offline in different events and which are being held and will be held more in the future too. So let's develop together with Sky World community. And also I wanted to show you a short video. So Jafet is writing, I couldn't access the form you talked about. Please can the link be sent to my email? You can just copy this link probably, and the email about this offer probably also came to your email just few weeks ago when this was offered, this vacancy. So you can go there, or just in Telegram channel you can also of SkyWorld community in English, you can just scroll above and find this news about sales manager vacancy, and there is a link too, so you can enter it. So Mr. Dennis de Cooper is writing, it is really a unique transportation, and I hope this SkyWay, so Yunitsky String Technologies modules of transportation will be implemented in a lot of cities all over the world. Yeah, great. Me too. Thank you, Mr. Denis, for your wishes. And so here I wanted to show you a short video from our trip to Belarus. So just a second, where is it? Just a second. So, how was the video and your impressions? So, let's participate in such meetings next time together and mm, develop each other and share our experiences and see mm, and develop. So, now the main part of the webinar is finished. So, you can share your thoughts and impressions. What do you think about today's webinar and today's news, and also ask your questions? So, waiting for you. Beautiful video. Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. Dennis. Thank you for your feedback. Great. So, any questions or feedback? So, do you know which city has already agreed to implement the SkyWay modules of transportation? So, as you know, the main centers are in Belarus and in Sharjah. But if you speak about local projects, these projects will be announced by these countries themselves. But what we know that there are 4 countries who signed the agreement and to implement it there. These countries are Arabic countries and from Asia countries. But what exactly are these countries? It is confidential information now, so it will be announced soon. But you see lots of new potential projects. Maybe new agreements were already signed, but we do not know already how to say, not yet, because it's also confidential information. It will be announced. And as you know, as Anatoli Eduardovich Yunitsky said, that it's planned to make 10 more agreements this year. So let's hope for even more. And to do this, as you said, to implement it everywhere in the world. So you are welcome, Mr. Dennis. What about those who are watching in YouTube? Do you have questions? So, okay. So now we can finish our today's webinar. Thank you for your active participation today. And thank you all who watched this in recording, because this webinar is being recorded. And if you missed some previous webinars, you can watch it in YouTube. So thank you for participating today. So we are creating the future. So thank you and see you in next webinars. And I remind you that this webinar is being held every third Wednesday of the month. So today is also third Wednesday of August. So then see you next month in the same webinar. But of course, the information will not be the same because the company and the project is being developed. Of course, we will have news and development, and so that's why see you in the next webinar, and thank you.